Hey everybody, this is Chris with ORBTraders.com. I'm going to go over the September 4th trade day really quickly and then set levels for Friday, September 5th. First, let's go ahead and just look at some of our events for tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and just filter out Forex calendar by red and orange. That is the high and medium impact events.
All right, time for a CNBC News update with Kate Rock.
Here to
Hi, John. The Trump administration will reportedly end security assistance
so
programs for Europe.
in the morning at 6:30,
this
is Mountain Standard Time, 1 hour before the market opens. Average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, and unemployment rates are printing out at 9:30 in the morning. So 1 hour before the market opens. That's pretty much all of the major news tomorrow. And then next week, let's just take a look to see if we have any red events, just kind of planning for next week. The Wednesday and Thursday events have been kind of talking about doing the data straddle strategy. The data straddle is essentially putting a buy and a stop order above the range before that data print comes out, using full contracts and having those trigger on an OCO and ATM strategy to pass an eval in 1 day. I'll be trying that on Wednesday, September 10th. We'll do that live, so if you want to watch, come on into the live stream. And if you're not part of the live stream, you can just easily join it. You can go to ORBTraders.com, join the Discord as well. There's a whole free link that directs you into the Discord. Nothing for sale. Even after you get in, you get full access. So let's just look really quick for our day. We had, I call this the Nike check sign, the Nike logo type day, where we set an opening range, break below it, and then climb above. We did that on the ES. And then if we also look over at the NQ, take these studies off here. All right. And you can see that same type of action where we break below the opening range, find support, and trend back up. So yeah, pretty good day. Good to see the buyers step in, and I think we almost got to the all-time highs. I got close to touching those on the ES, but for the NQ, still got a ways to go above 24,000. We need to get above that to get to the all-time highs. So let's just start plotting out our levels here. Take off the studies. And since we've cleared this poor structure, actually this is a fib short zone I drew up. I will not continue that draw. First thing, let's just remove that Nike check sign illustration. And we are going to activate this level that represents the current week high. If I can get this dragged all the way over, so we can add this to the cash close. I'd like to go with 1400. Let's actually pull this out on the 15-minute, make it a little easier to see. And the close of that was at 65.1475. 65.1475. I'm going to change this since that was set during RTH. We cleared that Labor Day gap up finally, so I'm going to take that out, and we'll also remove the London and Asian highs. I like to draw those levels in after the market opens. You could just use studies too, like this study shows it. There's a lot of studies out there that will help illustrate that for you. I'm going to remove the prior day high and just annotate this to be prior day high as well. And I'm going to remove the prior day close. And we will adjust the overnight open tomorrow morning when the market opens. So this level is just going to sit out here. Just by market open.
Today, getting stronger through the session. The S&P 500 gets a record closing
so I'll do
high.
that later,
21st
tomorrow morning.
Earnings from DocuSign beat estimates.
Last week low, we still leave that. Last week low, overnight and RTH, we're going to leave both of those. We're just going to bring the prior day low
with
up.
bigger customers.
That is today's low technically, so 64, 56 and a quarter.
Saying its international business was strong, but quote, we are disappointed with our U.S. business results.
I think that's good for the ES. Remember those higher time frame targets on the fib that I was mentioning. Up at 65.72s now that we've held this fib zone, where we've tagged the 50% a handful of times. Above the first target, you have the second target, and then you have the third target. So 65.70s, 66.70s, and then 68.50s. So see if we get up there before the end of the year. So far, we've got a bullish start on the month. I know historically, September has been red, but it's proven otherwise this month. I think that's pretty much it for the levels for the ES. Let's switch over to NQ. Take off these illustrations that I have for the Nike check sign. We'll also adjust, just like we did on the ES, current week high. Get this level dragged over here. There you go. So that high was set at 23,698. Actually, let me double check. Did I do it right on the ES or did I screw that up?
One of the things I have to ask is, I'm looking at the Cowboys as an investment since you bought it for $150 million. It's up 83-fold.
So the high was actually 65.16.25. So yeah,
already got the highest revenue of any
looking for
sports
the
team,
high, not the close.
the most profitable of any sports team. Where do you take the business of the Cowboys from here?
Let's go back. The current week high, also because we're seeing RTH, we're going to use this as a prior day high. We're going to open up tomorrow morning. So we'll remove the prior day high from yesterday. The Asian and London lows, we'll also take those out. Along with the prior day close, and we will adjust again the overnight open. Whoa, I think I just threw that one somewhere. No idea where that went. Let's bring it back. We will adjust the overnight open level once we come to the charts tomorrow morning. Also take out these lows here for Asia and London. Last week lows, RTH and overnight, we're going to leave those. And then the prior day low, let's just bring this back up to today's at 23,410s. Alright, and let's go ahead and just look at a quick higher time frame view. We've now completely retraced and broken that fib short zone. So if we took that last week high to current week low, that fib zone here has officially been broken through. We can actually extend this out just to illustrate a little bit easier. This fib zone has broken, so I'm going to make sure I don't have that on my chart. We'll remove that. And I will actually start looking for fib longs, so we can take the low of the week and bring that up. You can go with the high of the week. Obviously, we already gone well above this fib zone, so we'll see if we go back into that level. Normally, I'm going to break this down and go a little bit shorter. Probably 5 minute here. And we'll look at significant areas where we bounced and start drawing out a fib. So traditionally, I'm going to look for an area such as this zone here that breaks, and we'll start drawing from that break. Or you can just take the most recent low. So technically down here at 23.25 which is 23.27. So you could use that. And you could literally go up each candle until you have like a low set in. I am, let's see, let's just kind of draw this out here. From where we actually broke would technically be this candle. So if you zoom in, you can see on a shorter time frame how it holds the fib zone and it starts hitting the profit targets.
Fantasy football really
And
was
then
a
what I
real
would do
impetus
is actually
to
take
NFL
the
in its own way because
draw,
you got
leave that
more
anchor there,
attentive. You
and start
focused
bringing
on
this
the
up to the new
nuances
highs.
and the little things. It became better viewing
And
because
technically
of the
front
different
ran
ways that you would approach it from fantasy
38%.
football. That's really what
Hit all
gaming
these
brings
targets.
to football,
And
is
we
that
kept
it
on moving
creates
north.
so many opportunities.
Clearly
To
did some
have the
chop in this fib
challenge, or
zone
if you
area,
will,
so I'm going
the
to
bet,
continue to bring this up.
that he's going to drop the
Give
ball,
that
he's
front
going to
run,
catch
another
the
front
ball,
run.
and all the nuances in between. So certainly,
Possibly just
fantasy
leave
football
it
was a boon to the
down
NFL.
here.
So is gaming, and
Usually
those
like to
areas
use the
right
significant
there.
highs
Let
and
me say
lows though,
something,
so
that
let's just
when I
leave the
built that
low.
stadium, I could have built
Here we
a
also
fabulous
tagged.
stadium,
If we go with
for the
the
100,000 people
low
that
to
come watch
high.
the Cowboys. I could
We've
have built
already
it for
tagged
about
the 38
2/3
and
of what
ran
I
into
spent.
profit
I
targets.
spent $1 billion too, and I
So we're
could
going
have
to
done
keep
it then for
on
$800 million.
extending this up higher. I'm
The
actually
reason
going to
I
go
went to
with
$1
the
billion
current week
too
low to the
was
current
not
week
for the
high.
fans inside the
And
stadium.
that
It was so
leaves
that
a
Al
fib
Michaels
zone
and
below
John
us.
Madden and people
We
like
can
that
get this to an
could
exact
come to
number
the
here.
stadium, walk down on the
If we
event
go
level,
with
walk out in the stadium,
698,
and then look into that camera
25.
of 30 million people and say,
we'll also make
folks, you
sure
ought to
that
see
that
this
low
place.
is corrected.
And you
For
to
the
do
low of
that,
the
you
week
made the
at
event level special. You
25,
made where
25.
those guys were going, because it was through
That
their
brings
mouths
your
explaining
fib
what
zone
we
for
had with our
support
stadium apart and
down
with
here
the
in
game.
the 23
that
440s
motivated
down
me
to
to
the
go that
23
far in that stadium.
280s.
Now, Texas doesn't have legalized
I'm just
sports
gonna
betting.
fill this in.
If it does, could this be another big growth area?
We'll see if
for
this zone
local
holds, and if
revenues
it
for the
does hold, you have
Cowboys?
your
Well,
first
again,
fib target above
I
at
want to emphasize
23,857.
the real impetus
We
is
would
the
like to see,
attentive, the
I
more
would like to see,
attentive to
from
the
a fib
game
low to
and
high,
what's going
after
on
you set that
television.
draw,
That
price
is the
action
real
come down,
impetus.
and
But
then
make
go
no
back up
mistake about it,
and hit these
Texas
targets.
certainly lets
So
a
I'm going
lot
to keep this draw on there.
surrounding
And the
states
targets
benefit
again,
tremendously
negative
because
23.6,
it
negative
does not
61.8,
have
and
the,
negative
sports
127%
betting and
of that fib
gaming
draw.
that you have. We'll
I
see
think
what
that's
goes
pretty
on
much
in the
it for
future,
now. We'll
but
just
the
leave
main
levels
thing
there,
is
and
the
I'll
impetus
share the
is
chart out.
creating nuances of
I did
interest
share
in
out the
game.
internals
What do you
already.
think the odds are of
So if you
adding
did
more
want to
regular season
review
games
the
or
internals of the
expanding
day,
to
they
more
all
international
aligned
games
pretty
or
decently, I would
maybe
say,
even the next few years
for
a
today's
king
action.
overseas for the NFL?
I think those
you
are
can
good thoughts, and they
see
have
that if I open up
respectable chances of happening. I
market
don't believe
internals
there's
here.
any question that
We had
we
a lot
could
of volume
substitute
increasing.
say a
We had our
preseason game.
advanced declining
As far as
increasing.
the players are
The
concerned,
majority of
teams are
all
concerned,
ticks
for
were
another
above
regular
0.
season game.
And then, of
That
course,
would serve
our volatility
to
measurement
show so many more eyeballs, so
broke
many
up
more
initially,
people about the game.
and
It's
that
good for the
likely
game.
paired
It
in if
grows
you
the
look at
game.
the NQ as I
If the
scroll.
last 30 years NFL
Let me
has
just add
said
another
one
box
thing,
here so I can show you
if the
this.
show
If you look at the
deserves
NQ,
it, and it's
I'm
big
going to
enough
go
for
with.
it, it's unlimited as
Let's
to
do this.
the interest and the eyeballs that are there. Then you got to
Actually, I have to
keep
do
them attuned
something
and
like
not
that.
let them look away. I get criticized because if somebody's
Let's just
looking
zoom in
around here, even
here.
here
Kind of
with
hard to
these,
see with all the stuff on
if
here.
they're
So
looking
let
away from the
me take
Cowboys,
off
I'll
the
say, hey, come on,
studies.
look over here. Look at the Cowboys. Look at the Cowboys.
Essentially, what
Now,
I'm
that'll
just
get
trying to
in
show you
trouble.
is that
A
when
lot
the
of times it does.
VXN,
A lot of my buddies are
VIX for
Cowboys
the
fans. They
NQ
said, "You're talking
started
to Jerry.
to
Ask him
rise.
why he thinks the
You
Micah
see
Parsons
the
trade
price
could
on
be
the
good for the
NQ
Cowboys."
drop,
Well,
but then as
it's
the
based on mathematics.
VIX drops,
Micah, if you look
what
at,
happens on the
what his
NQ? It
numbers
starts to
are
pop. It
in
starts to
terms of
climb,
his,
steady climb all day.
his
So it's a good day
compensation over the
using those
next 5
internals.
years.
I'd
If you
highly
look at those
encourage
numbers,
you check
and
those
then you
out.
look at those draft picks that we got,
If you are
and you
not
look at what
leveraging
those
those,
numbers could
it can
pay
certainly
to
add more
other
context as to
you'll see
why is price
about
going one way or
5
the other.
of maybe the very
I
best
think that is
players
going
you
to
could get in the
wrap it up
NFL
for me.
for what one gets in Micah. Great player.
Had a
and I
decent
really
day
like
today, I would
a lot.
say.
But
No
one
losses,
player
a couple
for 5
scalps,
players.
and we'll
our
just
game
again
has,
report back tomorrow
has,
after
availability
the
issues.
market
In other
opens.
words, if you're
I
hurt,
may,
you
I'll be
don't
up before the
play.
data print.
Well, the
I'll
odds
be
of
looking
having
at the
more
charts. I'm not
for
sure if
that
I'm going to actually do the
much
straddle tomorrow, but
compensation,
next
the
week
odds
on
of
the
getting
10th and
more
the 11th I
people
start
playing
well.
on the field every
Anyways,
week
it's going to wrap it up for me. me. I will share the charts and levels in the
It's an opportunity for
Discord.
us.
Hope
It
you all have a
gets
good night.
us right
Take care.
back.
Bye.
And I'm proud for him, proud for Green Bay, but I'm